is the Chrissy Swan Show.
First things first, if you want to be in the running to get a family holiday to Disneyland Resort in California, get to the Nova Player app right now. I'll allow it, even though you should be listening to this show.
Get on it now.
Absolutely. Mystic Chrissy is next. Don't go anywhere. But I wanted to test something, Jack. I saw it on Instagram last night. Now, you know I'm a mad fan of Snakes Alive.
Yeah.
Alan Snakes Alive. They're the best. Well, actually, Natural Confectionery Company, very close. Line ball. And apparently, have you ever wondered why they're called Snakes Alive and not just snakes?
I've not.
So apparently, if you take two of them and you squish them into your palm and you tightly squeeze them and then you open your palm, they writhe around as if they're alive.
I wonder if someone was high as they were trying to figure this out.
Well, I'm here to test it. Are you ready?
Okay.
Can you see my hand? Are you ready?
can.
Okay. Are they alive or have I killed them?
You killed them. Is this not how you expected it to go?
Not how I expected it to go. Okay, so
Try again.
No, it still doesn't
they're
work.
dead.
They're just a bit squished. Oh, I'm disappointed. On Instagram, they were all hissing around and moving like actual snakes.
What a letdown.
What a letdown. They still taste good. Yeah.
Specsavers is helping Chrissy with her mystical visions. Should have gone to Specsavers.
Mystic Chrissy. I'm here. Please look into my third eye. Antonia.
Tony.
You got that wrong. It even says Tony. She took a stab in the dark, Tony.
It was close.
I'm getting a strong message from the other side, Tony. You like to do an oversized circle, well, you did when you were little, oversized circle on the I at the end of your name.
Oh, possibly.
When you were
Sometimes.
little, I can see a big circle.
Yes or no, Tony?
Okay, I'll give her a yes on that one, definitely.
I see birds around you, or feathers. Might be a message from the other side. Feathers.
Butterflies?
Yep.
What?
Well, they fly just like a bird.
So do you see
well, why
butterflies?
not? Yes. Dunk Island butterflies.
Oh, yes, the big blue ones.
From my dad.
Let's talk about the jewellery box.
Okay. When I was little, I had one that you'd wind up.
Yes,
with a little
and there was a
ballerina.
dancer in it.
Oh,
That's what I
wow.
can see. I was just about, she wouldn't let me speak. You open it up, there's a picture on the top, you open up and there's a ballerina in it.
Absolutely.
Exfoliation's important to you, Tony.
Yes.
You even do it on your legs and stuff, like you are mad for exfoliation.
Well, I don't do fake tan, but nobody likes an ingrown.
That's so true, Tony, especially on your private parts. Oh, they are the most painful, aren't they, Tony? This is not Mystic Chrissy. This is Chrissy talking to you. How bad is
This
an
is
ingrown
female Chrissy.
on your
Yeah,
bits?
no, but not wanted.
No. Raspberries and cream are your favourite in the lolly assortment bag.
Bingo.
Okay.
You wear glasses. They're just magnifiers, 2+.
Spot on.
Wow.
Someone around you likes to team white runners with jeans, Tony.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's a signature look. Who is it?
The guys that I work with.
What do they do?
Are they stand-up comedians? Do you work with Jerry Seinfeld?
No, they're the cool white runners, though.
Yeah.
The very trendy ones.
The
'cause they're young guys.
TNs?
Jack would argue that jeans and any sort of runner is not cool. But let's move on. There's a Gemini around you. That's either a person or a car.
My darling daughter, my baby is about to turn 18 in 2 days, my little Gemini.
There you go. And I'm just going to do a stream of consciousness now. Stop me if anything makes sense. Faye, Shay, Ray, Bay, hooray.
Hooray.
Hooray, it's over.
Hooray, it's done.
Hooray, it's over, Tony. I mean, look, I had some real good ones there, so just take them.
Did you?
Take them all away, and
All right.
and see what they mean. It's messages from the other side. The message from this side, though, is that you've got $250 cash and a pair of glasses or sunglasses from Specsavers, and the range is particularly good at the moment.
That's brilliant. Thank you.
Good on you, Tony, Jane.
Okay. Marie.
Marie. Love you. Bye.
See ya.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
For beauty, health, wellness and advice you can count on, visit Priceline Pharmacy. Priceline has a massive range of brands at great prices. Whatever you're after, you'll find it at Priceline Pharmacy.
Hurry into your nearest Priceline pharmacy or check out priceline.com.au.
The Chrissy Swan Show. Chrissy's Clickbait.
Can't tell you how excited I am to tell you that Nelly Furtado is making a comeback.
Same, man. I love
She's
it.
one of the most underrated artists, I reckon, of our time. We've loved her for years. I think she first started out like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, 2000, with this song. I always get this wrong because it's I don't know where my soul is, I don't know where my home is, but if you mess it up, you can very sincerely sing I don't know where my hole is. And I do it every single time because soul and home. Listen. Out of my way, I don't know where my hole is.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I do know where my hole is.
I know you do.
My mouth hole, of course, because I'm talking out of it right now. Well, she is back. She's posed for the front cover of a magazine. She's been quite reclusive since 2017, and she's decided to come out of her hermit lifestyle because she's teamed up with Dom Dollar, who's Australian.
He sure is. Known for this.
Where's your disco?
Oh, my God.
And at the moment, Rhyme Dust, which everyone knows, but this
reminds me of many years in my youth where, you know, you're like, yep, I'll be back in a minute, I'm fine.
And then you leg
And then
it.
you just go to the toilet and you just have that moment alone where you're like, I can't keep going. And then you get out there, you're going again,
You're
you
back.
know? Yeah. This is the song that Dom Dollar and Nelly Furtado are going to be releasing soon. It's a little sneak peek. I love it. Reminds me of Holly Valance.
Reminds me of White Lotus.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Tick, tick, tick.
Now, it's interesting because Dom Dollar...
It's called Eat Your Man, by the way.
What a name. What a title. Dom Dollar brought Nelly out with him at Beyond the Valley at the start of the year, and it looked epic. It went viral on TikTok. And speaking of TikTok, I kind of feel like that's why she's back.
I reckon.
And even her daughter has said to her, Mum, your songs are currently trending on TikTok, especially this one.
What a song.
For me, say it right. And I have the same sort of similar theory with Ellie Goulding.
Yes.
I feel like she's sort of been brought back with TikTok too because a lot of her stuff was doing the rounds on TikTok.
Yes, and we're playing her every 10 minutes here on Over at the moment, and why wouldn't we?
Yeah, so it's good. I love to see Nelly's back.
Me too. I can't wait to hear the full song and not just a little tease. It's cruel. Now, I've got to do this very quickly. Slight change of pace here. We're going to talk about a man's arm that was amputated after a 10-foot alligator attack. So the alligator was behind bars, and it got through and chopped his arm off. And this guy said, I didn't lose my life, I lost an arm. It's not the end of the world, you know. I mean, that is a very brave person.
Seriously?
I would need a lot of therapy to get over that. I really would. An alligator chopping off, biting it off, gone.
I don't think enough therapy could get me over that.
No, and speaking of therapy, you know, did your grandparents tell you horrific, like, fairy tale stories? Horrific. I mean, they're known for it, and I think they're very character building. My gran had a repertoire of two. One about a wood chopper that I won't bore you with, but another one that she said really happened where a little girl was crossing the river with her sister in a horse and the horse got spooked.
Yeah.
And then a crocodile up in northern Queensland ate her whole. I loved it, but hated it at the same time. It was terrifying. Little girl, my age.
Yeah.
And then they cut open the crocodile.
You
apparently,
don't need that visual.
Apparently,
at a young
they
age.
cut open the crocodile on the side of the riverbank. My gran was watching, and they pulled out like all the clothes and stuff that this little girl was wearing. Horrific. Anyway, last year, I thought, I wonder if that's true. She swore it was true. Obviously, it's not. It was true. I found articles from back in the time when it really happened.
Do you think she knew it was true?
Yes,
Wow.
but I just didn't believe her because, adults lie.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Chrissy Swan's giveaway to Disneyland Resort.
New surprises and reimagined classics are happening now for a limited time during the Disney 100 celebration at the Disneyland Resort in California.
Crystal, it's you. Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I'm just so excited for you because you've got you're nearly there. You've got a 1 in 4 chance of winning this prize. I'm so excited for you, Crystal.
It's nerve-wracking because you don't want to, get out.
You don't want to mess it up.
No.
I don't want to
It's my dream come true going and taking the kids, so I'm like...
How old are they, Crystal? How old are your kids?
My son is 9 and my daughter is 12.
Okay, bang on. When I took mine, they were 14, 12, 11 and 9. And can I tell you, unbelievable. Spot on.
100%.
All right, I don't mean to make you more nervous.
I also don't want to sound like we're favouring anyone, but I don't know. I just think maybe the journey could go for longer.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Over the last couple of days. I just feel like people haven't been really enjoying the journey.
Okay, all right. That is a very sneaky tip. All right, let's go, Crystal. I'm going to read you all the rules because I have to do that. It's boring, but you've just got to stick with it so you can have a crack at this amazing prize.
Yep.
We are going to play you some audio, Crystal, that'll take you on a journey through Disneyland Resort in California. You have to say stop before you hear the bell sound. On Friday, we're going to call back one person, and that person who has said stop closest to the bell sound, and we're going to give them this amazing holiday. If you don't say stop before the bell, you're out of the running, but I don't think that'll happen. All right, are you ready?
No,
you clipped
gotta
in.
be me.
You good to go, Crystal?
Yep, let's do this.
do it.
You've arrived at Disneyland Resort in California. You walk towards Disneyland Park. You watch The Tale of the Lion King at Fantasyland Theatre. You take a ride on the Matterhorn bobsleds. You watch the Magic Happens Parade. You walk under the Disneyland Railroad. Thank you. Your day at Disneyland Resort has come to an end.
Crystal, you didn't say stop in time.
I did.
Crystal, we're looking at our officials who are going through the tape, and you definitely said stop after the bell had rung.
Okay, no, that's totally fine. I honestly didn't hear that. Then I heard, but that's totally fine. Look, I appreciate the opportunity. That's great. So thank you so much.
You are so wonderful, and there's $200 cash for you anyway, Crystal, and you're in the running for 10K a day in May. I'm so sorry you're not in the draw.
No, that's totally fine.
Oh my
Thank
God,
you,
I want to give you my kidney, like anything.
$200 cash is good,
don't
though.
do
It's
that.
not bad for a hump day.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you
Crystal.
So much.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh my God, kill me now.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Trust me when I tell you, you're going to like it when you play Chrissy's Quizzy and walk away with a limited edition money can't buy bum bag. I've also got an exciting Instagram Chrissy Swan Show competition coming up before the end of the show.
We've just created this ourselves.
I've just created it. I've rated the prize cupboards. I've got myself a prize. We're just running this whole show ourselves, Jack. But please do not turn off yet because it's going to be fun. Now, earlier on in the show, I tested the Snakes Alive thing that I saw on Instagram last night, where apparently they're called Snakes Alive, the Allen's ones, because you squeeze them in your palm and then when you let go, they writhe like snakes
Which
out
I
of a basket.
quite understand how that works because they're a cooked item.
Well, because also it didn't work. I tried it and it was an abject failure. But I've changed brands.
Got a new brand.
These are not called Snakes Alive. These are the Natural Confectionery Company Snakes.
I prefer them.
There's no... Do you?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I'll take any sort of jelly lolly.
Okay,
All
so
right.
you're squeezing them hard in your fist.
I'm going to see if the Natural Confectionery Companies writhe like cobras in baskets. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. They're doing it, Jack! They just did it off the side of my
Really?
hand.
You sure?
Look,
Your
look.
excitement is way too much. I
Told you I'm very enthusiastic.
Okay, go again.
Are you
go
ready?
again. No, I think you moved your hand the first time.
They're
No,
writhing.
they're rising.
They're writhing. They're doing it. They're
Those
riding.
ones are-
Oh, God, now I feel like there's an alive reptile in my hand.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
Natalie, is girls as players too?
Oh, absolutely.
How good is that song? I love it so much. My favourite at the moment, I reckon.
Brilliant song.
All right, Belle, are you there? Come in, Belle.
How you going?
Oh, I love you
Yeah,
both.
Belle.
I love you both so much. All right, here are the rules. Your name is your buzzer, Nat and Belle. It's the best of 5. Hey, Belle, how old are you, can I ask? Maybe you just tick a box. Over 40?
Well, I'd like to think not, but yes.
So do you know that Snoopy's girlfriend was Belle back in the day?
Well, it wasn't me.
That wasn't my accusation, but anyway, not
I'd
Snoop,
like it to be me.
not Snoop Dogg. I'm talking about the cartoon Snoopy. Anyway, let's move on.
Oh,
Your name is your buzzer, ladies. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game and will walk away with a money
me.
cup by Chrissy Swan Show bum bag. Sounds like you've got a guilty conscience, Belle. All right, question number 1. Let's go. 18 years ago today, Rihanna, the legend, emerged onto the music scene with the release of her debut single. This is it. Belle, what is it?
umbrella.
No.
Oh,
Play a bit more of the audio.
Mr. DJ, turn the music. Oh,
Oh, my God. They've all lost their mind.
I've lost my mind.
It's Ponder Replay. Do I know what it means? I do not. Question number 2. That's 0 all.
How insulting to Rihanna.
Mount Buller is in which Australian...
Belle,
Yeah,
Nat.
yes, Belle.
Wollongong.
Victoria.
Oh, oh.
Yes, Natalie, it is Victoria.
We're gonna
Mount
pay
Buller
that
is
to
in
Nat.
which Australian state? Wollongong apparently is a state. All right.
Wow, Belle.
Okay. Question number 3. Which American actor did both...
Belle.
Belle, you don't
Just-
know the
No,
answer.
Sorry, I just jumped in. Sorry.
Let's hear the question.
Belle, I'm sending a breathalyzer over. Which American actor did both Nova presenters Joel Creasy and Smallsy interview?
Belle.
Yes, Belle.
Melissa McCartney.
Yes, and I admit I didn't hear or see Smallsy's, but Joel's was absolutely heartwarming.
It was beautiful.
And it was absolutely beautiful. You can see it on their socials on
1
Instagram.
all.
Tastes like Australia is the slogan for which spread? I didn't know this. Yes, Nat.
It's margarine. No.
No.
Vegemite. Belle.
Belle, yeah.
Yes.
We're going to pay that to Belle. Vegemite.
I think Belle just woke up from a coma and her first word was Vegemite.
All right, we've got 2 points to Belle, 1 to Nat. Belle, this next one is for the win.
The letters A, E, I, O, U are known collectively as what?
Belle. I owe you money.
Well, I tell you what, you might owe me money, but I do not owe you a bum bag. Nat, have you got an answer?
The vowels.
They are vowels. All right, that's 2 apiece. This is for the win. Listen carefully, Belle. Put down the Bundy and Coke. If ordering a Bundy and Coke, what type of spirit would you be consuming?
Belle.
Yes, Belle,
Coke.
for the win.
Coke and Bundy. Coke.
No. Look,
Did you say Coke? Which spirit?
Yes.
Yeah, Bundy rum.
Nat.
Yes, Belle, you got there in the end.
Yeah!
It is Bundy rum.
I got a bum bag.
You sure did, my girl. And Natalie, it looks like you're getting away with your sanity intact and you're in the running for 10K a day in May. I love you both very much. I want to kiss you all over.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show. Chrissy's Clickbait.
How are you about the Kardashians returning imminently?
Tomorrow night, it's back. It actually looks like an elite season. The last one people didn't froth, but this one apparently is filled with drama.
Could you say that again in English?
The
Apparently it's an elite season. The last one people didn't froth.
Yeah, like it wasn't great. People weren't frothing over it.
Annie,
Annie gets what I'm saying. Annie, thank you.
I get what you're saying too, but I think you're better than that.
Better than what? Mate, it's Wednesday. I'm tired.
Oh, my God. What is in that bottle?
What? Would you like to sample it?
Let's talk about Kim Kardashian. I feel your pain. You know, it's starting up tomorrow. I know that you say that it's going to be a good season, but I reckon there's a real lag with real life stuff and then you knowing what's going on and then having to wait for the TV show. I think it's a problem that the Kardashians have.
I agree with you. You're spot on.
Yeah, because we're like...
Delayed.
What is this? This is like last year and we haven't even seen it yet.
Correct, and we've seen it all play out and talked about it on air 12 months ago.
I'm speaking as if I've watched a single frame.
You're doing well, though.
Of any of the last 30 seasons of this show. Anyway, Kim Kardashian, who I really like, by the way. I'm not one of those people who goes, oh, she's just Kim Kardashian. I think she's fantastic. I think she's smart and gorgeous and doing a wonderful job. And she has revealed the one place she isn't recognised. There's one place in the world where she can live a relatively normal existence.
You know what? In Japan, it's like that. You know, everyone's really respectful. Even if they might recognize you, they don't ask for photos. And it's a really amazing experience. I think it's important. Listen, I love my life. I love everything that comes along with it. I am not complaining.
Yeah, little statement at the end there. Yeah, but I get it. Like, she is so famous. Like, who would be more recognisable, Kim Kardashian or Jesus Christ? Honestly.
Oh, Kim.
I reckon Kim. And the fact that she's got one place that she can get to relatively easy and, you know, easily and just have like a week of walking around and eating chicken from Family Mart. I mean, yes.
It makes me laugh she says that, though, because there's been a couple of times on the show they've gone to Japan with a full camera crew, a full crew, everyone, photographers following that they have. It's like, well, you're not exactly trying to be hidden.
Are you saying that she might be a little bit of a liar? Now, you and I have known each other for a very long time, Jack, but we've never discussed where we stand on pimple popper videos. Now, oh, my God.
It.
Aligned.
Hate it.
I think they should be outlawed.
I agree.
I would rather, I was going to say something very inappropriate. I won't say that. But I think they need a warning.
Agreed.
For all ages. They are disgusting. Even this headline makes me sick. From cysts like scrambled eggs to bumps oozing butter.
Yuck.
No. And then it goes on to say this is why we're so obsessed with pimple popper videos. We are not. We stand against pimple popper videos.
In a world where everything has a trigger warning on social media, why don't they?
Absolutely.
And also, I don't get people that are like, oh, it's so gross, but it's so good, I just can't turn away.
No.
Turn away.
You can turn away. And if you want to take us up on this, you are more than welcome. We're going to be doing sweeping statements again. Head on to our Instagram page, The Chrissy Swan Show, and DM us if you disagree.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Now, you know when you're growing up and, you know, that you've always got a family that you know that lives the life that you wish that you had. Okay? And for me, this family had the big three. A fridge that made ice.
Yes, the best.
A second story. They had an upstairs.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, unbelievable. And they also had an electric can opener.
Which you now have.
Which I now have. So I'm kicking goals, all right. I've actually collected all three of those. If we were playing Monopoly, it's the full Leicester Square, Coventry, Piccadilly.
Die now.
But there is one more thing. Their house had a name.
Ah.
So out the front of their house was a name.
Yeah.
And it was Scottish or something. It was like Strathair.
That is cool.
Which is fancy. I mean, it's so rich. Anyway, last year I went, I'd love to have a house with a name. And then I realised that if I want to name my house, I can.
Because at the end of the day, anyone kind of can do it.
Absolutely. And then once I'd made that decision, I saw just people all over the place that had just clearly named their house.
Yeah.
They just named it.
And all you've got to do is buy like the letters from Bunnings and nail them in. Like
That's
if you don't want to do it in a super lavish way,
yes,
you can do it in a sort of cheapy way.
You absolutely can. If this is your dream, you can get it done for a couple of $100. But the hard thing is to what to name it.
Yeah.
And my dad is really good at this stuff. So I said to him, I really want to have a name for my house, but nothing really rings a bell, right? Nothing's, we don't have a huge family, significance or anything like that. We had nothing. So I did a bit of history on the house because it's an old house. Still nothing came out. And even then, if there was, it doesn't mean anything to me. So I was out walking and I came up with the name for my house. It just came to me because you know how if ever I've got something that I need to work out, I walk.
I thought you were going to say because you know how I'm mystic.
Yeah, you know how I've got powers, and I just summoned
the angels came to you.
I summoned the clouds and bang, I got the name. No, it just came to me and I went yes. Now I have decided what to call my house. I have contacted a place that hand makes written signs.
Ooh.
And the name of my house has arrived in this building and it's on my desk. You are not allowed to look at it, Jack.
Okay.
I'm going to play a little game with you, my
right.
beautiful family of the Chrissy Swan Show. If you can guess what I have named my house, I'm not giving you any clues.
This is so hard.
Well, we'll see. If you can guess what I have named my house, go to our Instagram page, The Chrissy Swan Show, follow us and put your guess below the photographs. You'll see exactly where it is. I'm going to hold up the sign and blur it out, okay?
Okay.
Then I'll meet you back here tomorrow and I will reveal the name I've chosen for my house. Now, if you're the first person to guess, I have fossicked around and I've got you the most amazing prize. A Mark Antony Repair Bond and Rescue Plex. This stuff is unbelievable for hair. A Sunday Mousse Bath Pack, the Messina gel thing. Number 7 skincare and a clear skin hamper. Plus, I think we're going to chuck in a Priceline voucher.
QVC Chrissy's gone all out.
$50. $100 bucks.
Great.
$100 Priceline voucher. All the prizing will be there. These are the rules. What have I named my house? Just have a think back on bits and bobs. Any guess is good. Guess what I've named my house. If you're the first person to guess, meet you back here this time tomorrow and you win the prize.
Is it easy enough for people to guess?
I'm not giving away any clues.
I want to say what I think it is, but I'm scared it's going to be right, so I'm not.
Yeah, no, don't guess. Because you know me pretty well.
I reckon I'm going to tell Annie today.
Okay.
And you can confirm for me, Annie, if I'm right.
All right, good.
All right.
You've got the rules. You want to win the prize. Head to our Instagram page, Chrissy Swan Show. Look for the post. Guess what I've named my house, and the prize could be yours.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.